Hello everyone, welcome to Learn DAX channel. My name is Siddesh and in this video we are going to study the if, switch and the coalesce function. Now if and switch are slightly related to each other wherein as the if statement gets more and more complex it is replaced with switch, and the reason why we are using coalesce is because it is slightly related to if, and I thought it would be better if we cover that function in this video itself. So like in the previous video, related and related table, I am using the product and sales data set, and I'm also using the Formula One data set. Most of our demos in this video are going to be from the sales data set, and only for one case we are going to use the Formula One data set. So the agenda for today's video is we want to study these four use cases. We want to find out the discount percentage and the products which are having a high discount. We are using the if statement for that. Now, the second use case scenario is as the complexity of the if function increases. Like, for example, if the product is electronics and if the discount is greater than 0.15 and if it is sold in the fiscal year 2023 and if it belongs to the e-commerce marketplace, then how do I keep nesting the if function again and again and again and then increase the load? So instead, there is a replacement for that, which is in the form of a switch statement. So the switch statement has kind of two ways of using it, and we are going to discuss both the two ways. So in the first case scenario, I am going to use the switch statement with an expression which is a true as the first argument, and in the second way, I am going to use the switch statement with the argument being a column name, that the column values are going to be the argument for that switch function. And we are going to end the video with the coalesce function and try to understand what coalesce exactly does and why we're going to need it. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So the first thing is we want to find out which products have a discount which is greater than 0.15. So let's get to the data set. So this is the sales data that we have, and this is the discount column. So I want to find out which are the sales where the discount is greater than or equal to 0.15. So I can see this one, I can also see this one, I can also see this one. So I just have to create, let's say, a column. I'll just remove these. Yeah. Uh, High discount. It is going to be a fairly simple statement. If sales discount is greater than or equal to 0.15, then give me high discount, just high discount, or else regular discount. So see, it's fairly simple. I see 0.15 here, so we have 0.15 here. I see 0.15 here. I see 0.15 here, and the third is here, and we can simply verify it. And also there is a value 0.2, so we get this fourth value. And yeah, the year as well. So it's easy to verify it. It's a very simple if statement. It's just the first argument is your condition, the second argument is the result if true, and the third argument is result if false. So why do I need a switch statement? So let's try to do something which is slightly more complicated. Let's say I want, let's check the products table. So in the products table, there is a particular category called electronics. Now what I want is in the electronics category, if the discount percentage is greater than 0.15, greater than or equal to 0.15, I want it to display something else. And if the discount is less than that, I want to show something else. So let's see how to do that using an if statement. So I'll write uh, discount category in electronics is equal to if. Now the first argument is we are checking the product category. So related product category is equal to electronics. Then if this is true, then again an if the product category is electronics and if the discount percentage is greater than equal to 0.15, I want it to display high high discount category. So I'll write if discount is greater than or equal to 0.15, then give me output as high discount category, else just write regular discount. So these are the products with a high discount category, and these are products which are not electronics. So in order to verify that, what we can do is, let's say for the product ID 3, I'll just check in the products table what is the category. So for the product ID category 3, furniture. So we have furniture, which is why we are getting blank values. Okay, so that's done. Now, what if I want to add another layer of complexity, which is if the discount percentage is mm, greater than zero point 0.1, greater than or equal to zero point 0.1, and less than 0.15, then again I want to subdivide it into categories. And then this will just go on, and the code complexity increases, the readability of the code decreases, and it's very hard to get around it. But what if I can do everything with a simpler syntax and a simpler code? So this is where the switch function kicks in. Now let's try to build something more complicated, but which will be much more readable using a switch statement. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to delete this whole thing. I'm going to write switch. The first argument is going to be true, which is a constant. Now let's look at the agenda and understand what we are trying to achieve here. So if the product category is electronics and the discount is greater than 0.15, it has to fall under the high discount category. If the product category is electronics and the discount is in the range between zero point 0.1 and 0.15, it should fall in medium discount category. And if the discount is greater than 0.05 and less than zero point 0.1, it should fall under low discount electronics. So in order to achieve that, and if it's like three layers of nesting, but in Switch, it's going to be very easy. I'll just start writing the statement and you'll see the difference. So I'll write related product category is equal to. By the way, if you are lost on why we are using the related function, you can check out my video that I have created on the related and related table function. In that, I've explained in which scenarios we use related and in which scenarios we use related table. So if you can go back and watch that video and come back, you'll be able to relate to this very easily. So yeah, back to this video. If the product category is electronics and your discount percentage is greater than or equal to 0.15, I want it to display high discount electronics. The second condition is if related products category is equal to electronics and sales discount is greater than or equal to zero point 0.1 and or sales discount is less than 0.15, then give me medium electronics. And the third condition is related products category is equal to electronics and sales discount is greater than or equal to 0.05 or sales discount is less than zero point 0.1, then give me low discount electronics. So I will close this condition, and there you have it. This product is having the discount percentage of 0.1, so this falls under medium category discount. This product has a discount of 0.15, so it falls under high discount. So this is what we wanted to achieve. If it is greater than 0.15, it has to be medium. If it's greater than zero point 0.1 and less than 0.15, 0.15, it's in medium. If it's greater than 0.05 and less than zero point 0.1, it should fall under low discount electronics. Now, what we wanted to achieve, this is one way of using switch, which is you give the first argument as true. There is also another way of using switch in which the condition is slightly different. So here what you were trying to do is you were trying to compare one column and the other column in some way. Like for example, the product category is electronics and the sales discount is this, and then you give me this value. Now, there is another way of using switch. I'll show you, then I'll explain what I mean by that. So I have the races table, sorry, the drivers table, the F1 data set for all those who love watching F1. So there is this column called team. Now I want another column in this which is going to tell me more details about the, let's say, the color of the car. So I'll just write a new column. I'll call it car color is equal to switch. So the first argument is going to be the column name. So it is going to be team. So for those who watch Formula One, they know if I'm writing Mercedes, it's usually in silver, or in some seasons they also make the car in black. Then if it is Red Bull, it is going to be Red Bull Racing. It is going to be blue. If it is Ferrari, no need to guess here. It's red. And in the last, if it is Aston Martin, it is green. So what we are trying to do in this case is the first argument is the column name. Now the column has certain values like Mercedes, Red Bull Racing, Ferrari, and Aston Martin. And what we are trying to do is if it is Mercedes, give me silver. If it is Red Bull Racing, give me blue. If it is Ferrari, give me red. If it is Aston Martin, give me green. So there are certain values in that column, and we're just testing it out and giving it an output if we have this value in that particular row. So this is another way of using the switch statement. Now we have covered the first part, which is if statement. We have covered the using switch, using first argument as true. We have covered switch using the first argument as a column name. Now we head back to the final part of the video, which is using the coalesce function. So what is coalesce function exactly, and what does it do? Function in DAX. So what it essentially does, okay, is if you give arguments like 1, 2, 3, 4, argument 1, argument 2, argument 3, argument 4, it is going to return the first non-blank value from those arguments. So coalesce expression, 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 any DAX expression that returns a scalar value. So what it is going to do is, in the, like for example, evaluate coalesce blank 10 date, returns 10, which is the first expression that does not evaluate to blank. So if there are 3, 4, 5, 6 arguments or whatever number of arguments, it is going to return the first non-blank value. How it works, why it's necessary, we'll take that example and then it will be clear for all of you. So let's get back to the sales table. And you might observe that there are some blanks here. All right. And what I want to do is I want to find out the festive discount amount for each of those products. But you can see that for these particular column rows, there is no value. There is no value for the discount, festive discount percentage. So how do I work around that? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new column and let me call it festive discount uh, amount is equal to uh, I'll just make it calculate some x. Okay, before that, what I'll do is I will try to find out the discount percentage. So what I essentially mean is if there exists a festive discount, then give me that festive discount. If there is no festive discount, if it is a blank, then just return me this regular discount. Like for example, for this first row, there is no festive discount. So it should return me 0.1. Whereas in the second case, it has 0.15 and 0.25. So you have a festive discount. So it should return me 0.25. So that's the aim of writing this calculated column. So what I'm going to do is I'll write if is blank festive discount. If it is blank, then just give me the regular discount. Else, if it is not blank, then give me the festive discount. So see, here you have the discount, but you don't have the festive discount. So it returned you the regular discount. Whereas in this case, you have the regular discount and you have the festive discount, but it returned the festive discount. So if you have this scenario where there is if is blank and then you given one value and another value and another value. But what if there is nesting again? Like what if there is the first argument, which is the festive discount, and then there is another argument, like say festive discount previous year. So again, check if that is also blank, then go to the revert to the regular discount. Or if there is another parameter which says festive discount electronics or something like that. What I mean to say is just like there was nesting for the if functions, what if there are 3 or 4 such values that it has to check? Like if this is blank, then give me this value. If this is also blank, then give me this value. What if this nesting keeps on happening? I need some solution and I need an elegant solution, just like a switch statement. So in that case, coalesce comes in. So how does this work? So this can be converted into something very simple. What I'm going to write is I'm going to delete all of this and I'm going to simply write coalesce. The first argument is going to be your discount, festive discount, the value that can be blank in our case, festive discount. Or let me just do one thing instead of, yeah, I'll keep this intact and I'll create a new row. So it will be easier for us to compare that using the coalesce statement. It returned us the same output as it returned it with the if is blank statement. So I'll write festive discount PCT coalesce is equal to coalesce. First argument is festive discount. The second argument is discount. And that's it. Now see, if you compare it side by side, 0.1, 0.1, 0.25, 0.25, 0.05, 0.05. It's essentially the same table that we have created. The only difference being, in the first case, this was our formula. In the second case, to be precise, in the first case, this was our formula. In the second case, this was our formula. And if there is another, let's say, sales, uh, let's say special discount or sales, I don't know, maybe Black Friday discount. So it's just simply adding these arguments instead of creating those nesting one layer after the other. So that's why we use coalesce statement. So yeah, that is what I wanted to cover in this video. The if statement, the switch statement, the two ways in which you can write the switch statement, and the coalesce function. So this brings us to the end of this video, and I hope that with this video and with this all these examples, your understanding of the if, switch, and coalesce statement, even if it improves slightly, I'd be very happy if you share it with your friends. And like I say at the end of every video, happy learning and thanks for watching.